1 week ago, I made the brash decision to agree for the first time ever, with Colin Cowherd. Usually I call him delusional. Usually him and Elmo go on there and they go in the soapbox and they just say some outlandish crap, right? But I said, you know what, Colin? You're making sense, okay? And in return for me believing in Colin Cowherd for the first time ever, Colin says, hold my beer. I'm going to put on a damn pilot outfit and tell you how dumb I truly am. So here's what we have in front of you. This is take off or tape Goff. If you think that sounds like a stupid sting, it is, okay? It truly is. But nonetheless, though, the point of this is, would you take the quarterback or Jared Goff, right? And let this whole situation go of this stupid pilot outfit. Let's just listen to what he has to say. Now, I have to cover half the screen for copyright purposes, but I just want to play this crap.
I told my mom once I wanted to be a pilot, and she said, you're too scatterbrained to be a pilot. Just talk about sports.
Should have been a pilot. Should have been a pilot.
But in today's segment, take Goff or take off, I will choose Jared Goff or this other elite quarterback if I had to pick one to lead my franchise.
And I want to say, I do really like Jared Goff. I think he's a great quarterback, and I think, he's eventually going to win a Super Bowl. I truly believe that. So let's not let this video be me hating on him, because it's not. And I'd probably take Jared Goff. I think he's a top 10 quarterback. I'd probably take him over way more than half the quarterbacks in the league. So again, like I said, this is not me saying, oh, Jared Goff is garbage and he's trash. And no, he's a good quarterback. He's just not better than the top five quarterbacks in the NFL.
This point forward. My hat is slightly askew, but, maybe I spent a little bit too much time at the lounge.
Yeah, the club. Jared Goff or Lamar Jackson?
I would take Lamar because I think he is the system, and I think...
See? That's logical. That's logical.
Goff is a little bit dependent on the right protection and the right system. Lamar's just going to do what Lamar's going to do. So both great. I would take Lamar.
Okay. Jared Goff or Jalen Hurts?
I'm worried about Jalen's injuries. Goff, I think, sees the field better, bigger, taller. I think I would take Goff. I'm worried. I've said this before. I like Jalen Hurts.
I would honestly take Goff over Jalen Hurts. I don't think that's too crazy to say. Jalen Hurts, I feel like, in a way, I don't know. He's been to a Super Bowl. Obviously, lost the Super Bowl, but you got to think about it, the way he lost that Super Bowl is the guy fumbled for 6 before halftime. So he lost the Super Bowl his damn self. So I'd take Jared Goff.
Jalen Hurts without Shane Steichen calling the plays is not the same as Jalen Hurts with Shane Steichen calling the plays. I may change my mind.
So pretty much what you're saying is he's a system quarterback. That's legitimately what you just said. Like, you can't sugarcoat that. You're saying he's a system quarterback. If it's without the coach calling the plays, he's good. With the coach calling the plays, he's bad. He's a system quarterback then.
Mind on this by Thanksgiving.
Okay, take Goff or take off. Jared Goff or Dak Prescott?
Goff, easy. I think he's getting better as he gets.
Not even a question in my mind. I would take easily Jared Goff. Dak Prescott, I might be the biggest hater of Dak Prescott. I think he's overrated. I really think so. I think it's because he's on the Cowboys. If Dak Prescott was on any other team but the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb and all those other guys and one of the greatest offensive lines the last probably 10 years, he would be a nobody. And it's the same concept of if Joe had the offensive line Dak Prescott had, then he'd go win 17 Super Bowls. Especially with the receiving core as well, and the running back core, and the defense with Micah Parsons. Like, there is no reason why Dak Prescott should not easily, and I mean easily, have won 2 or 3 Super Bowls. You give Joe all that stuff, Joe's going out there winning Super Bowl. And guess what also, because Colin's going to make this point later, Joe wouldn't have been injured. Joe probably would have never gotten injured, and he would have never been injury prone if he would have had Dak Prescott's line. Yet, Dak Prescott, yeah, he gets injured all the time. But it's weird because, other than Colin Cowherd here, many people do not call Dak Prescott injury prone, yet, for some reason, Joe Burrow is, when Joe Burrow has an awful offensive line of his whole career so far. And, yeah, our boy here, Dak Prescott, greatest offensive line.
Older, especially in the postseason. I think Dak, a few injuries, has hit a ceiling, hit a wall. This is what he is. I also think Goff is going to have better protection and more weapons. The Cowboys will be very Dak reliant, and when he throws 40 or more times, he is 8-18. So I think Goff will have a much better year.
Take Goff or take off Jared Goff or Justin Herbert?
Well, even though Herbert, well, Goff's got a little bit of a tailwind. He's got a little more momentum going for him. But I'm going to take Herbert, bigger, stronger, taller.
Yeah, it's just like, this is like the pregame that sets up the stupidity with the next statement. But I would take Jared Goff over Justin Herbert 100%.
More mobile. Doesn't have a lot of momentum currently. He's going to have to create that with the Jim Harbaugh. But I think it'll happen very early.
Jared Goff or Jordan Love?
I'm still not sure about the landing with Jordan Love. I don't know where he's going to land. I would take Goff.
I agree with this. I think Jared Goff is better than Jordan Love. I don't think that's even close. I think Jordan Love, though, for the future, is going to be really great.
But again, I have the right to change my opinion. I just would like another 6 to 8 starts from Jared Goff. 1 for
Take Goff or
me.
All right, so I had to kind of give you guys that little bit of a start here. Now to slant you into the idiocracy, okay?
Looks like Jordan Love's a top 10 guy, Trey.
Take Goff or take off Jared Goff or Joe Burrow?
This is the hardest one. Burrow is better. Burrow has 4 straight years with injuries. Goff never gets hurt. I'd go Goff. And I love Burrow.
Oh lordy. Okay, so let me just try to fathom this. Joe Burrow is better, right? But Joe Burrow has had, did he say 4 years of injuries? He had 2 years of injuries. He has 2 years where he missed the ending part of 2 different seasons. Lamar Jackson has also had 2 years where he missed the ending part of 2 seasons and a playoff game. What? I get if you want to say that, but Jared Goff has always had better offensive lines than Joe Burrow. What? Okay, so if he would have just sat there and said, like, I think Jared Goff's better than Joe Burrow, I would have been like, okay, I think you're stupid, but okay. But to say this quarterback is better, but because he missed 2 seasons, 1 rookie year with the worst offensive line in football, and the second one was a freak incident that never has happened to a quarterback in life before, and it's just really a bad timing of 300 pounds landing on his wrist. Oh.
But aren't you concerned about Burrow's injuries? When's the last time he had a good September? You can go back to Goff. I know.
That's more of a team thing. I would not put that on Joe Burrow at all. I mean, yeah, you could say like Joe does start off bad, but again, every year he has started off bad. Last year was a calf strain, which again, he's injury prone, right? But other than that, I mean, we just don't start off good no matter what. And it's just the Bengals. That's just how we start off. We start off the year in a bad spot.
I'm getting a little erratic for a pilot. You can go back. I want to be stately. I want to be like Sully Sullenberger. Like if the plane goes a little sideways, I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
I can land it. But like, you're getting to a point with Joe Burrow is the injuries are now part of him. Like, you have to bake it in. This is, I mean, people always bang on Lamar Jackson for being hurt. Well, okay, then Joe Burrow gets hurt. So if you're asking.
And Lamar Jackson has way better of an offensive line than Joe Burrow. Again, like I said, at the end of the day, you can look at the fact that, yeah, Joe Burrow takes unnecessary hits. He does. He's very much of a guy who likes to be tough, gritty football, but does not make him injury prone.
Asking me today who I would take, this moment, very close, it's Goff. And again, I know Burrow's better. I'm not denying that. I'm not in any way. More mobile. I think he's as good a third down quarterback as the league has. But all things considered, I'm really worried about Burrow's health.
All right, we're running out of time. This is the toughest one. Jared Goff or Brock Purdy?
Goff, that's the easiest one. Is that, well, new stats.
All right, so going forward, he takes Stafford, who has had a lot of injuries in his life, over Goff. He took Goff over Cousins, Goff over Purdy. You know, I fully regret ever saying Colin Cowherd made an accurate or smart statement. To say, I know Joe Burrow is better, but I'd rather take someone who is worse than the quarterback, but won't have a freak incident never happened to a quarterback in his life before, and have the worst offensive line possible. You can't make this crap up. You can't make this crap up. I don't even know what to say at that point. Like, what do you say to that? That isn't even logical. That literally, I know he's better, but I'm not taking him. What? What? I know he's better? Okay, yeah. Listen, Colin, I wish you were a GM or a coach of a team. You can have Jared Goff over Joe Burrow. I will take Joe Burrow any day over Jared Goff. Especially when you compare him to other quarterbacks. Like, he contradicts himself by saying, yeah, I want to have this guy over Jared Goff. But then Joe Burrow, oh, no. Joe Burrow is too injury prone. Okay, buddy. I will never say Colin Cowherd has said anything logical ever again. Peace out, guys.